Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. It is still hot as balls today. Yay! And it's currently 6 PM, so I'm going to record this as quick as I can and then edit it as quick as I can and hopefully not get any blue screens. For those that don't know, I am really struggling with tech issues. What a shocker. I've got a brand new computer and I'm still suffering with tech issues, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to be a victim of the Intel chip issues, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm going to contact tech support next week and hopefully get that all sorted. Anyway, I digress. I have received something in my PO box and I'm very intrigued by it. So I'm going to open that and then get into a Fringe Season 1 episode. Are we on 6? I think we're on 6 now. We're flying through Fringe. Right, okay. Here we go. Oh, it's gift wrapped. Now you got to read it. I hope you find the time to read these soon. First book series I read as an adult, and I love them. I hope you will too. Is this going to be Harry Potter, guys? AC 10. Is this going to be Harry Potter? Is it? Is it? Is it? It totally is. Yay! Thank you so much, AC. Oh, I appreciate this a lot. I hope you know that. I'm sure Grayson will as well. Oh, some of these books are massive. The Order of the Phoenix is huge, guys. So pretty as well. Like, look at that. You see Hogwarts, you look out. And then all of the books. Complete collection. Oh, this is so nice of you, genuinely. Which is your favourite book? Let me know in the comments below. What's your favourite Harry Potter book? I mean, I haven't read the books yet myself, but I'd say that film-wise, I mean, I really liked the Deathly Hallows. Like the darker ones, the more mature ones, once they grew up a little bit. Were more my kind of thing. Thank you so freaking much for that, AC10. And there is something else. Yeah. Oh. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. I've got a bookmark to go with it! Oh, upside down. There we go. AC, you are the absolute sweetest being. And these are from Ghost Monkey. Thank you so much for that. Well, I'm going to look forward to reading them. Do you know what? I'm going camping tomorrow. So I might take the first book there and maybe get started. And the message from the bookmark reads, I mean, I had to, right? The words are so true, from AC10. I mean, you never have to, but I genuinely appreciate you. It's just such a nice, thoughtful gift. And yeah, before I get all emotional, I just want to say thank you for all that you've done. And it really means a lot. It does. It really means a lot. Thank you. Okay. I can't wait to dive into those. Before I start reading Harry Potter though, guys, let's dive into Fringe Season 1, Episode 6. Here we go. Milford, Massachusetts, where all the MILFs go to die. That looks so painful, the way they just chucked her on the ground then. Oh, the frick. Oh yeah, just beat and go around her. That's the right thing to do.
Hey, do you need a menu? You okay? Do you want some food?
Oh my god, someone showing compassion. What the heck?
There's some woman here who might be in trouble. She might need some help.
Guy. Well, she's been tied up. She's got the binds. Bye, Marks.
I was born in Boston.
Oh yeah? You were born there?
The music is making me so anxious. Like, I just can't.
They gave me a red medicine.
Yeah? What was the red medicine?
They didn't tell me.
Oh, she's getting angry.
And a blue one there was blue.
Red pill or the blue pill? Which one are you going to take?
Need to talk to somebody.
Stop it!
Man,
What in the rookery was that? I guess the moral of the story is never show compassion. Jesus.
What?
Oh, that doesn't bother you?
Walter! Was I humming? I thought it was in my head.
I love him!
Nothing sings like a kilovolt. Unique pitch.
I'm sure you're right.
Now just shut up, Walter.
The tension in your voice indicates that you're carrying a heavy psychic burden.
Walter, I think she liked it better when you were humming.
Legit, though.
Her disease, if there's no cure...
Well, that's a question.
That's only 2 questions.
Oh, is it? Oh, the third question. Could I get some of this onion soup?
Of course he likes the onion soup. Everyone hates the onion soup, but Walter likes the onion soup.
Emotional investment in patients, it's an occupational hazard. Her poor parents must be devastated after everything they've already been through.
Okay.
Were you treating her with any sort of radiation therapy?
Radiation? No. Why?
He's lying.
The circumstances surrounding Emily's death were unusual.
I thought when you repeat the question back, you're trying to bide time to think of a lie. Yeah, he's sussy. That or he had a relationship with her.
Clamp?
Of course I could.
And he's trying to be prepared. Oh my god. Just see her teeth?
Ligature marks.
So she was being held against her will.
Either that or she had a proclivity for sexual bondage.
Astrid's like...
There's also this subcutaneous injection mark.
Oh my god, it looks so real.
So how'd she end up in the diner? Did she escape?
Perhaps not.
She seems different, Olivia, doesn't she?
Or when whoever
Charlie.
did this tries to repeat their results.
You mean if they take another woman?
Mm-hmm.
By Agent Dunnan's body language, I'd say she's receiving that very news.
Oh, so Walter can pick up on body language as well, which surprises me because he seems to struggle socially at times. But it's one thing being insightful and spotting things than it is acting upon those.
What was done to her? You know this coming your way today of all days?
The day of all days, what's today?
Listen, I know you don't like to celebrate.
Oh, it's her birthday. Is it? Yes!
Her name is Emily Kramer. She suffered from the same disease as your wife.
We don't know anyone else with Bellini's. She started getting better.
Oh, so she was in remission as well.
Please find my wife. Please find her for me.
So she's going to get dumped out the back of a truck as well, no doubt. Is she going to be really smart as well? Oh, God. Yeah, it is a woman.
The last one was a test. This one counts. Is she a candidate?
Even better.
What's he out of? Is he out of Lost? Or something along those lines? That one freaks me out the most with the little babies in the apple.
To understand what happened at the diner, we'll use Mr. Papaya.
They're going to shove radiation in this thing and see when it pops.
And we...
Oh, that noise is horrible.
Show's not over yet.
Same.
Perhaps given that her own head was the source of energy. Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Why? You think Patel had something to do with it?
I do. He seems sussy anyway.
Could you bring me back some cotton candy?
Cotton candy.
Talking about people's heads exploding, but also cotton candy, you know? Got a craving.
Maybe we should come back later. Olivia, this is a wake. These people are mourning their child.
Seen a bit more of Olivia's personality there. And Peter's, for that matter.
Don't you need a warrant for this? Hey, Olivia, stop.
What is going on with her? I know it's your birthday, but...
What do you mean, what other girl?
Her name is Claire Williams.
Claire? What's happened to Claire?
You know her?
Oh, but the husband said that he didn't know her.
Emily and Claire both had the disease. That's how they met.
Sussy husband.
They became such good friends.
Ah. Why would he even bother lying about that? Like, obviously it's going to come out. He's stupid.
Why'd you lie to me, Mr. Williams?
We met Emily at the hospital, waiting for blood tests.
He was beginning to start to love again. Was that him?
3 months ago, we found the cure.
Through Patel.
You'll have to ask Dr. Nadeem Patel.
He knew this was going on.
He cared enough to help us.
I'm sure he did.
We know that this makes you better, but this
Makes you stronger.
This will make you special.
Oh, I was close. Stronger, special.
All I do is give them updates.
Who's they?
Right, so he works for someone.
You have no idea who you're dealing with, what they're
I
capable
need a
of.
name, Dr. Patel. Dr. Patel?
Oh, he's gonna kill himself.
Dr. Patel?
Oh no, he's gonna kill her.
Dr. Patel,
I'm a doctor.
put the gun on
A
the
healer.
ground now.
Do you want a name? David? Esterbrook.
No, it wasn't. He's gonna kill himself, yeah. Bloody hell, Olivia. You have been through it, haven't you? This poor girl. On her birthday, of all days.
David Esterbrook. He heads up Intrepid's Pharmaceutical Research Division.
Listen, with the risk of sounding sycophantic,
I'm a big fan.
How is Nadim these days?
these days? Dead.
Sorry to hear that.
Not as sorry as I was to watch it happen.
You're an attractive young woman. I'm sure you want to start a family one day. It would be a shame if anything got in your way.
That sounded like a threat to me.
Dunham.
Hey!
He's got quite the strut on him, hasn't he, Broyles?
Trying to intimidate such a high-profile suspect in a murder investigation is reckless at best.
He's guilty, and he just assumes he'll get away with it. You'll have my report on the Esterbrook interview within the hour.
I'll be waiting.
I was firm. She's throwing a dummy out the pram now. Spat that right out. Oh no. Why put a hairless rat in there? This whole thing just seems so inhumane. Oh, she's killing the rat. At least they didn't show it. That was nice of them.
Anything else? Got any more jokes?
Olivia.
All right, something's been bugging you all day. Something other than Claire Williams. I want to find it just as much as you do.
You're right. I'm sorry.
What, fair play, Peter?
Sorry.
And an instant apology. Very mature, guys. I like this conversation.
I had a stepfather. And when he drank, he'd accuse my mom of seeing other men and then he'd hit her. She never called the police. He kept a gun in the drawer. When he opened the door, I pulled the trigger.
Whoa. And was this on her birthday?
Rationally, he is not responsible for all the bad things in the world, but he is responsible for some of them.
I should become a cop.
A card on my birthday, just to let me know
Agent.
that he's still out there.
That's why she was looking through the mail?
Talk to your friend Nina Sharp. I guarantee you she has something on David Esterbrook.
I can't go to her. Corporate espionage is wildly illegal. You really think that she'd admit that to me?
Oh, Peter! To be honest, I didn't even know you were here.
Oh my god, this guy.
Excuse me. Miss Sharp.
What can I do for you, Mr. Bishop?
Well, I was hoping I could take a moment of your time.
You can have any amount of minutes you would like.
You and I spent a good deal of time together. Some of it right here.
What?
Your father and I were quite close.
Interesting.
You have managed to successfully conduct business with these.
She's been watching him, like, through his years.
I give you the exact location you want, and in exchange, I get to come to you someday, and you return the favor.
It's like selling your soul.
Do we have a deal?
You don't know what the deal really is. She could ask you to do anything. He's going to do it as well for Olivia, isn't he? Was that a fly wing? Or some kind of wing, like a dragonfly wing, as a petal on a flower?
5620 Stapleton Avenue. Facility where Claire Williams is being held.
How could you possibly...
Radioactive isotopes have a heat signature that's visible to spy satellites.
Kind of a white lie there, though, right? She's putting a lot of faith in him here now.
I've got a solid lead. The strike team, full tactical.
Oh god, I hope he's right now.
Radioactive isotopes don't give
Walter,
up.
Walter. How we doing?
It was a white lie.
Watch yourself.
Oh, they are in the right place.
Step away from that, please.
What did she just do, though, with that?
Claire, listen to me. That's medicine. Need you to come to the door and take it. I can't come in there.
Oh god, she's gonna go in, isn't she? Because that's just what she's like.
I'm right here with you. Claire!
God's sake, she's gonna watch her blow up now.
Do it. I know you can do it. Step in it.
Tell me she saves her. Tell me she saves her.
Apparently, I didn't make my point clearly enough. Do you honestly see this going anywhere, Agent Dunham?
Oh god, this guy is so arrogant.
I guess I will include police harassment in the litany of charges.
It's harassment and, yeah, get the hell in there.
You may not answer to me, but you do answer to a board of directors. I wonder what their response will be when they have their company dragged into the middle of a murder investigation.
Oh, yes. You're gonna get the letter off her stepdad. Body language isn't reading well.
The press, they always get their pound of flesh. I am emotional. I do bring it into my work. It's what motivates me, and I think it makes me a better agent.
It does. And he knows it too, right?
You're not getting off that easy, Agent Dunham. I'll see you in the morning.
What does that even mean, though? Is she gonna be disciplinary or what?
Nothing beat today's very public detainment of Intrepid's David Esterbrook by the FBI.
See, she's smiling. She wanted this.
Very good news for Intrepid's competitor, most notably Massive Dynamic.
Ah, interesting.
Remember tonight, please. The red toothbrush is mine.
Oh god, I'd be hiding it. Can't have someone using me toothbrush.
Everything okay?
So your friend, was that Nina by any chance?
I know where you got your information. What did Nina Sharp want in return?
You've been looking out for me, so I'm just returning the favor.
Thank you.
Oh my god, he is in love with her. I'm telling you.
Happy birthday.
Did he take the letter? He's gonna have the letter in his pocket. Letter's gonna be on the bloody floor, innit? Oh no. Oh, Peter, I thought you would have took it. That's so creepy. Oof. Do you know what? I really enjoyed this one. And the main reason being was how much we got to know Olivia Dunham. So she is the lead of the show, but I always felt like she was keeping everything so hidden that I didn't really understand her as a character. And this episode allowed me in a little bit more. And obviously she's had a really tough upbringing that haunts her to this day. And she's trying to do right by those that are suffering whilst suffering herself. And you could see the emotion there, how much it was triggering her to have a birthday knowing that every year she's going to get a letter or a card off her stepfather just saying that, you know, he's watching basically. And her opening up to Peter, I think, allowed him to see her in the new light as well as us as the audience. We're getting to know the characters at the same speed, which feels quite nice. But anyway, I think that he truly cares for her, and it's been like an instant interest from his side. Whereas for Olivia, I do think that she likes Peter, but I don't think she's allowed herself to even think about opening up her heart after everything that she's been through with Agent Scott. And every day on shift so far. But you can see that she's grateful for the steps that Peter's taking. And you can also see that he will do anything for her. And it's crazy how quick this bond is formed for him. And I think that with the show, they might drag that on a little bit. I'm not too sure. But I feel it. There's definitely a connection between the two of them. With Walter, he took kind of a backseat in this episode, but he just had some absolute zingers. Like, his lines in this were fantastic in my opinion. I just really, really enjoyed it. I've warmed to Walter from the get-go, and now it feels good to be able to get to know Peter and Olivia a little bit more as well. Even Astrid in this one. So you can't really call them Monster of the Weeks, can you? But the more procedural side of this episode was, you know, a rich white guy doing horrendous things and being so arrogant within himself that he can just talk down to whoever he wants to. Obviously, Broyles isn't happy that Olivia tackled this whole situation the way that she did, but I think he respects her for doing it. He's just sort of angry at himself for actually appreciating that she's done it. I feel as though Olivia does the things that he probably would want to do, but the book stops him. Whereas Olivia's like, well, fire me if you want to. Hope you don't, but you can do if you really want. She's still going to do it. And I loved that speech that Olivia gave, where she's like, yes, I am a female and I am emotional, but that is what makes me different and special in comparison to others, because it allows me to resonate the victims, it allows me to understand their mindset, their feelings. And yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was a cracking speech, and that's what again dropped those walls and allowed the audience to get to know her a little bit more. This whole stepfather card thing bothers me. Like, it's probably gonna hover for a while. I think there's like a constant threat. I'm hoping that now that Olivia has these friends within her life, Peter especially, she's got people backing her and looking out for her. When Olivia seemed off in this episode at the beginning, I just put that down to everything that happened in the last episode and her coming to terms with the fact that some of her consciousness has crossed over with her exes, and you know, she's envisioning him, and that's got to be hard. You know, you're trying to say goodbye to a person, you're trying to come to terms with everything that happened, yet you're visualizing him now and again when you're out and about. So I put it down to that. It obviously wasn't. It was this whole bigger story with her when she was 9. I don't know if you can hear that outside, but it's school holidays, so there's a bunch of kids playing outside. I do want to say as well that when Olivia Dunham said, you know, I shot him, but I couldn't finish the job, I think that's a good thing. I know she's kicking herself for it now, wishing that he wasn't like looming over her head all the time and keeping her uneasy all of these years, which obviously is horrible. But I think her putting an end to his life, it would have completely ruined her. I mean, I don't understand what the law would have been at that time, but she was 9. She somehow got a weapon and shot a person. Like, what would happen there? I guess it would depend on how the stepdad reacted to it. If he pressed charges or something, I don't even know how it would work. But if she did end his life, then she wouldn't be where she is today. I wouldn't have thought. Anyway. I'd like to know a bit more about her mum as well. Like, she was saying that her mum never called the police, never reported what was going on to anyone. So what was their relationship like, you know? Obviously it's early days, so I'm sure it will all become clear the more I watch, but I think this was a really substantial episode, considering that the main arc wasn't pushed along too much. But I do think the getting to know the characters was pushed along a lot. Even with Nina making that deal and just being really sly. She was basically pulling the strings there and just playing her little chess pieces and then smiling when it all went her way at the end. But I was also surprised that her and Peter used to know each other very well when he was a kid. Obviously, he doesn't remember that, but she definitely does. So she knows Walter quite well as well. There's going to be so much more. The plot is going to be thick with this show. I just know it. But I loved that. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Obviously, the sound might be a little bit off because I had my fan on and then I completely forgot. So I turned it off midway. I'm hoping it's going to sound doable. But it is so hot in this office. Like, so hot. And I've got the windows open. But obviously then you've got the noise pollution from outside. So it's a bit of a mare. But it is what it is. Hopefully it wasn't too distracting. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a like, maybe subscribe if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I'd just love to have you. Massive shout out to all of my members and a special one to my sponsors in the Market Chain tier. Thank you so much. They're loving life out there. Thank you so much for all that you do. And yeah, I hope to see you all again soon for another video. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the Dat Pack. And today I've chosen Newman. Newman says, yeah, like Michael said, don't worry about understanding the science too much. You're supposed to at least just throw your hands up and be like, what the fuck? With all the filtering down from Walter to Olivia and Astrid, they do a good job explaining what we need to understand to follow along. You've noticed it already, and I'm just here to reassure you that that continues. Thank you so much. Guys, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you as well, just for being so reassuring with this show and my fear of not being able to follow it too well. I just really appreciate it, because when you're doing reactions and you're kind of putting yourself out there, people love to tell you that you're wrong. So yeah, I've been nervous about talking too much and just allowing all these comments to come rolling in, but you guys have been amazing. So yeah, thank you so much. And don't forget, guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.